Hello everyone and welcome back to week 2 of Ireland Esports Collegiate Series. We are here with our first game of the day. We are having SETU Vikings versus the TCD, and I'm really excited to come in here. I am Kurt and I am once again joined by Schmergen.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, we're back for week 2.
Yeah, no, it felt like it was just yesterday, you know?
Speaking of what feels like yesterday, I felt like not a long time ago was the Collegiate Challenge, because apparently we can't get our heads out of it. We have another team that was playing in it.
Yeah, we have with SETU coming in. It's not exactly the same, you know. We got a little bit different going on here, but we do have Croissant, we do have Zone, so you see some familiar faces here, and it's going to be exciting to see exactly where to go for.
Yeah, 2 out of 4 of the people on the team right now. You want to tell the funny story?
SETU have a little bit of an issue. So one of the players may have missed their bus, and they're currently on the way here. But until that point, until second map, sadly, it is going to be a 4v5. So SETU are going to be on the back foot from the get-go. But maybe, you know, we saw Croissant play, we saw Zone play. They're really good. Croissant was definitely one of the highest kill players over at the Collegiate Challenge. So if they can bring a performance, maybe you can turn around. You're starting on attack. You don't need 5 players for an attack to start off attack. And we will be starting over here towards Ascent. So I'm interested to see exactly what's going to happen, as SETU are going to be attacking and TCD are going to be on that defense.
Oh man, it doesn't look right. The 5 on the left, 4 on the right. I wonder if they're going to change the comp, because they only have 4 people.
The problem is they didn't plan for this even, so it's not even like they have like some backup strat. If you have a backup strat for a 4v5, I think there's something going really wrong over in the team comms.
Criminally missed buses. I mean, classic bus Aaron, right? You have to plan for this.
Yeah. Dude, you have to plan for the worst imaginable thing when you try to get a bus. That's the important thing.
Okay, TCD though have all picked up, so Septic, Kinose, I think are the only 2 that were on the same squad last season. And I mean, Septic was last season they were a monster because they had Giant besides them. They were playing with Giant and Septic were on the Breach Rays. It was a dastardly duo. But one of them's gone now. But one still stands. So is Septic still going to keep up the performance that they had last season? Or are they going to fall off now that they don't have the same people behind them, I'm wondering.
Well, yeah, we just have to wait and see. I think, you know, the KO very strong here over here on Ascent. Just a fairly standard for them over there on the TCD side. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep up that kind of form solo, like you're saying, or if losing the dynamic duo will actually hinder them severely. But we are going to get our picks in. Yeah.
Both these teams last season were like 1 game away from qualifying. Like if SETU last season won 1 game that they drew instead, they would have went through. I'm pretty sure when I was looking back at it. And for TCD, they were in the group with TUD and QUB, the 2 finalists.
Yeah,
so it's really, like, I would not be underestimating this TCD team just because they didn't make playoffs last season. They were so close to it, and they had the winners, both grand finalists in their group. So a chance for a come up, I definitely say.
Yeah, exactly. I think, especially with our new season, a lot of new faces, a lot of new names, a lot of opportunities to be able to try to push it forward. And it is just going to start off. The 4 men are just going to try to make some control over towards A, but Dogpatch tracks, but actually going to walk straight through the smoke. We saw 2 lost straight away. Zone falling as well, and it's just going to be an absolute cleanup here.
I mean, look.
I don't think an extra man would have saved that one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what? Are you just gonna, like, pick a site, hit it every single time?
Yeah, you definitely. I feel like picks are going to be so important here because you need a pick just to gain
my
even
God.
footing.
Yo, I'm liking the new look already. So, a little behind the scenes trivia. We do have an observer now. Akiza is manning the observing, and already, I mean, I'm seeing a crazy improvement. I'm liking
We're
this
not
so
just
far.
looking at POVs, man.
I can definitely tell you
No
after.
shade to our previous observing. It's just you know.
I can definitely tell you after observing a decent amount for the National League, it's hard. It's really hard.
Funny enough, especially when you're trying to talk while doing it, that really messes it up. But to start us off, Seb is going to pick up the first kill. That Bulldog just going to clean up here. There's really not much that can be done here. Maybe just try to deal some damage, but even then, I don't see any world where more than 0 happens, it seems, is the end. But it was just a full eco. They weren't going for anything at all. I think just an upgraded pistol. And now they are in for a buy. And this is where something could definitely happen because, you know, you don't have to play against all 5 players at all the time. If you can clear out a site, you can create an advantageous situation. You can try to push any kind of advantage you can get. And they're going to have to do just that here. And it looks like it is going to be directed towards B. And they're going to try to break something here. They do need to get past them. A lot of Killjoy util, as well as the Sova.
Yeah, this is rough. That's how you might do it though. B main is taken nicely. I think they've gotten out some of the Killjoy util and the Killjoy themselves with a shock. Piggy John though has doing his best to hold on.
Crucial trade comes in, but now they're losing even more. But keeping an advantage, not letting it slip away here, and they still have a good bit of util here. Paperclip sitting back, paranoia hand. And they can just completely clear this if the timing suits them. But 1 minute on the clock. They don't need to rush this at all. Awakening Zone just sitting back. But on the initial peak, LeBron's James dunks them.
Here.
Gotta get the hype in there.
You have to get one in there.
Exactly.
And now Zone has nothing to work. Zone has nothing to work with. He's living in the Bronze Age right now. No tools to work with for this 1v3 whatsoever.
One suppressed.
Yeah, and they still know that he's sitting in here.
30 seconds left.
He's just standing still.
This is the problem with 4v5, because like they know that once you see 4 or once you hear a lot of noise towards one extremity, be it B main, A main, even mid, you know it's gonna be all 4. Like it has to be, otherwise they're not gonna have any power to actually take part of the map, and there's no worry of, oh, one person could be walking up mid on us.
No, actually here.
Oh. Okay, I thought they were just waiting.
Yeah, we were like, really like being like, oh, this is some.
Is
really
the ping moving? The ping is moving.
He exists. There is a timeout being pulled, so it may be an issue, but
I don't know. The ping was moving, so I think we're okay.
Maybe they just do need a little bit of a rejig here. 3 rounds in, still so much more to go here. No real money there. They can invest a little bit, but overall, it is just gonna have to be a small bit invested over here. Odin coming in from Piggy John, so some classic moments coming in here. Just opting for simplicity.
I mean, yeah, if you just do what works, it's gonna work when you man advantage all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you know you're at an advantage from the get-go, you can do a lot more crazy stuff. So trying to do something with that here, but it's all about just getting that pick here. The attacking side need to do something. If they go for any kind of play here, it needs to come out not traded. If they get traded out, it's so difficult here. They need to get a free kill, which is just so hard to do. Try to break some space. Don't stab the cat.
With the Bucky. Don't stab the... I both love and hate the new spray. It's so loud. It's so loud.
I mean, I can't say anything. I still use like the season 2 air horn.
I still have that as well, though. That's
it's
funny.
Way too loud. you win a round.
The only thing with the cat spray is that your teammates are meowing louder. Typical Valorant.
They're following them. Oh, this is completely falling. They made a bit of space they're trying to push forward here, but they're not able to actually pick up anything off it. Awaken is going to be one to get a double with that Sheriff, but that is all that it is. So, very little to note.
Hold on, were the
So
TCD players disconnected? Now we're in even playing field?
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, they're back. Don't you worry. You know, the strategy of just DDoS your opponent if you're down, man. I do not condone that. I think this is very important. It's for the bit.
Placing sentry.
For you know, my lawyer tells me that I definitely should say that right after.
Okay, they tried mid last round, and now, guys, let's try A. I mean, if they go fast here, this wouldn't be too bad. It's only the Omen on site. Septic is sitting pretty far back towards tree.
Yeah, just keeping it slow here is not gonna do them any favors for now, because the rotates, the gamble is going a bit more in. They're pulling a lot of favor towards A here. They know where Paperclip is though. He can pull the paranoia. He can go for this. They're not getting anything from sticking around right now. They are pulling players, but not really able to do anything. Paranoia is gonna get popped.
I can't believe Kino stays alive after that. I'm pretty sure they were just behind the spammable box on the right, or even just in the open when the scan came through. And now the pivot to A. Okay, I mean, this is a pivot to B? Yeah, pivot to B. Just through B main, though. They're not going to put any pressure on mid here. Their alarm bots still got all that info. It is just the KJ on site. Piggy John is here to support. I mean, they have the Odin, though. This is... Oh, no. Drone online as well. Takes one out. Everybody's taking so much damage just trying to get out to the site. Still one back. Oh, okay, that's big.
Clean it
Site
up
finally
here.
taken. Uzi. Hold on. He's taking matters into his own hands. He's like, guys, we need at least one. We're not getting embarrassed like this.
Yeah, and just sitting back here, low HP, no util on hand, but such an advantageous position here. They just need to utilize it. Seb should have seen that head there over the Omen, but doesn't actually take the glimpse. Does take out Awaken. Gonna have to finish this out. 17 HP, taking the fights. Madman over here, but needs to just stay alive. That's the only thing he can do. And he even gets the headshot. Doesn't even need to delay. Gets the kill. 4 in the round. He would have aced his own team with that many kills.
Huge pickup from Tozy there. Toozy.
Toozy?
Unbelievable shots as well. I mean, I think they were all headshots. Every single one.
the-
One of them through a smoke, but
The
rest of them?
Guardian. Just a tap through the smoke with the Guardian? Yep. Absolutely.
I'd wear this as a badge of honor now. Can we give him a medal? Getting that round in the 4v5. Can they repeat? I mean, they're gonna have to. Toozy's gonna have to drop 40
Yeah.
at this rate. Double satchel. Do they know the satchels? No, they don't know the satchels.
Dude,
Okay.
they don't need them. They got aim. But they're going to take a lot of control. They are going to take sight. That showstopper, maybe not going to get the kills off of some nice movement, but is going to make enough control to get a spike down. And they're going to have Hunter Fury online as well, so if they can try to stick alive and get some good spots here. But for now, it is just going to be a breakthrough. It looks like Crisanto going to get a kill off the peak. 4v4 here. Needs to get something here, and they're actually going to break through so many kills. The Classic comes out, but Awakens doubling up here. The Classic can't finish it off. 1 versus 3 now, but LeBron's James going to try to do it all, but Awaken gets the third. That was a phenomenal round to see.
SETU might be finding their footing. They're figuring it out.
Yeah, this round it was Awaken to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Croissant also takes a piece of it. But man, just not letting them through. They all get funneled into tree. They all try to go through the door, and they just cannot get any movement. They get taken out early. All of the ults get pumped through, but they don't find anything. So huge to them. They have no more ults left over on the TCD side, so that's a huge win. And this round, if they can take it, the economy is starting to falter after these 2 losses.
And now the one way. Just stall, or do they disrespect it? They wait it out first.
Cover going out.
This is good here. Kinose in a bit of trouble. Still gets the kill though. Just jiggles it out.
Yeah. Able to pull away, step away, and now
Cavalry has arrived.
yeah, they've all pulled through. They're actually gonna break out on the side. It's gonna commit to it. They're blocked off by Envision, but still just gonna commit to it. Gonna get the plant and 3v3. They have it from the shadows up, but so little HP over towards Awaken. Slow them down. Zone gonna try to just slow down as much as possible. They have full util, and now needs to get something going. Awaken taking out the low HP player, lost, and now Zone needs to get something. Gets his first kill of the game, cannot get another, and now Tuzi not able to get anything this round. They got the 1 kill earlier, but not able to get anything. Still a huge possibility there. Taken by TCD though, 5th on the board.
SETU are getting close here. When they take the site, they make it look scary every single time. Thinking TCD gotta start playing a little more crappy, maybe. They don't have to worry about the walk-ups as much. I mean, they're 5-2 up though. They don't have money for this round though. It's a little sketch.
Yeah, they did not survive with a lot of players, so it's gonna be a bit costly here. Tuzi got a judge in hand. Everyone else getting the rifles. Biggie John on the Spectre.
Oh, they're waiting out for the KO knife and then they're gonna walk up. Are they?
Yeah.
Alright, knives. Knives
4v5.
going.
It just you cannot have any kind of lurk going on. You already are so disadvantaged trying to take a site that in any way trying to play off more of a lurk style, it just completely makes your forces just so loose and unable to break through.
Cover going out.
Okay, last time they had a drone out. They got a tag and didn't get the kill. Oh, this time we're taking 3 though. Septic has to respect this. I'd be worried for Kinose here.
Both Furies, 100. But neither
See, a
find
trade comes out, but the trades are good for TCD though. How do they go? How are SETU gonna win this one, Kurt?
I have no idea. As well, they used the 100 Fury, so they're already running a little bit low on util. Croissant pulls out an arrow and cannot help out. You know, say 1 for 1 there, but that's exactly what they need. And now the ulti is going to come in. They're going to do the rolling thunder and try to get something here. Zone trying to stay alive. Actually, still keeps it. Tries to go for the stun, but just going to try to stick on it. Team is going to hold it, but he's actually going to take out Gulab Jamon. And time might not be on their side, and it actually goes off. The spike explodes. SETU get that round, but that is such a dirty one to take. It looked like it was slipping out of their hands once they started losing main.
I thought that was hopeless. As soon as Kinose got that trade onto Tuzi, I was like, oh, okay, now they have no map control, right? They just have to play for spam with less players. There's no way they win this round. And I mean, the last second kill from Zone.
LeBron's James just could not get the pick before Zone gets the swing.
And now you're at 5-3. I mean, the dynamic could completely change at the half swap, though. I mean, 4v5 on defense is much more challenging. Like, we're even walking down mid. No way. You're actually the first time ever. It's not a complete 4-man death ball, and Croissant gets rewarded for it. A second challenger to the plate, though. Oh, okay, just gonna run away. I mean, 4v4 now, doable.
Yeah. They wipe out Bladestorm as well, not giving us any kind of value here. Okay. Getting lost back here. No, see, those tries to get away, and it will be able to step away. So actually going to be able to stay alive here. Planch might be able to come in. The swing, though, is going to garner a kill. 1 for 1, 3 versus 3. And now the attacking side is still a bit split. Croissant needs to make his way forward and help take some space here. Some good arrows, but not going to deal any damage, but going to keep them at bay, which is so important here.
Scanning ahead.
Needs this kill, Tuesday. Okay, you got it.
Both of them getting one apiece
30
there.
seconds left.
The spike is just stuck in no man's land. No, they know where Septic is. They need to try to get this. Gonna place the bot, gonna try to go for something here. Croissant is gonna play off of the back of that util, get a triple in the round, and once again turning so many situations in their favor.
And I can't believe, I don't know if it was a hard read or what the hell, but like the one round TCD start exploring mid and Croissant is waiting for them. The one round where it's not a 4-stack. I want to know if that was a read or not, because that seemed a little too... Like the planets aligned a little too well there for Croissant, I'd say.
Entry.
Yeah, I like the kind of switch up here. They've taken a lot of rounds by just grouping up and taking it, but now they're going for a little bit more splits. They're going for a little bit... Now that, you know, they've gotten some success, they're actually switching up the plays, going to try to take some control here. And they've dealt so much damage that they're stuck on Sheriffs for the TCD side. So this is an opportunity to even it up and try to take more control over the game.
They've taken a lot of space here. They're creating some real good question marks. All they gotta do is kill one piece of KJ util, and then I'd say they'd be in the money. Walk up to tree, market, paperclip has spotted Tuesday.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, just everyone trying to play for info and picks here, but no one has gotten a chance to bite just yet. But the commitment is going to come in soon. They're all setting up over here on the A short. Paranoia has been popped. With no one really being hit, they're able to start to make their way, but now all of the rotates are in, and this push up from Seb could be the
30 seconds left.
piece that breaks the back, but it's going to start off with LeBron James picking up that kill, getting so much value with the Sheriff. They get the plant with 3 versus 5. They're wrapped up in so many defenders, and they're just falling one by one. Piggy John's going to finish it out, and it was the round where they didn't have anything that they actually were able to completely quell the plant.
Now he had such little control. Like,
Thrifty.
they took mid, all well and good, but then to give up main. I mean, Seb is good to say like, oh, there's no noise here in main at all. I can just sit here, and then we have main, we have CT. We're gonna have I think there's somebody sitting deeper in towards trees all to make sure that SETU don't start taking space towards heaven or into their spawn or anything. So they're just so contained. And it doesn't matter if you have a lesser weapon or if they're not looking at you. Just hit the shot. And that's what TCD did. 6-4 now.
Yeah, and the money over the side of Setu is not doing their best. They're going to invest, but very little good is going to come from it. They have a Guardian, Bulldog, Sheriff, so ways they can deal damage with a little bit of precision, but they need to be able to get that. And now just keeping similar to what they did last round. Going for this a 2-2 split, but now a bit more B main control is going to have to be taken. And that's what they're going to go for here.
I mean, they're taking both. Wondering what the plan is. Showstopper online, that's a good one. And the walk back, okay, so we might be ending B here. Or we're going tree again. The same verse. Second verse, same as the first, except this time Seb is playing in tree. There's going to be nobody at A main this time. And it's a straight shot into A from tree. Kinose is going to take down Tuzi with that paranoia. Big one. And they're getting support from their jet.
Yeah, it's trying to push on through, and actually getting success is TCD. Quelling them right now. Zone.
Player standing.
Didn't have a weapon, didn't have nothing, but gets to kill the classic. But that is going to be all she wrote. Just getting that one pick. Overall, the defense just were able to pull back, not be able to force it. That paranoia completely quelled the showstopper. Just not giving them an option on where to aim, knowing where to go. And so 7-4.
LeBron's James is huge there to come into heaven, support Kinose there, because Kinose was completely on an island till he swung heaven, and he lived for way longer than you would have thought.
Yeah, he's
So,
able to stick around.
Many ults online now. for SETU. Just send it A. Is that the plan? We have Rolling Thunder. There it is. It's not going to hit people backside though. But the From the Shadows does. It's going to note Piggy John on site. But they're still going to be able to get a kill. And the Flood tries to come in, Awaken. Cuts off the head of the snake. But they still have to worry about Piggy John here. He's causing so much problems, but Zone takes care of it. 3v3 now.
Spike planted.
The time in there, trying to pull back and try to keep safe with Knossi.
One
That
enemy
one.
remaining.
2v3, and they're just going to fall straight away. 8-4 here. The Omen on the flank gets a triple there. They were aware of him as well. He didn't, you know, play off the surprise. He just forced them to be stuck between two mines there. They could not pull back in any way. They had to just move forward and try to create a favorable position.
Switching
But
sides.
they could not. Even with the ultimates, they just were not able to get any kind of advantage there and fall to it. So 8-4. SETU now on the defense though, and only 4 rounds, and you're trapped in a 4v5. Means you're gonna have to leave somewhere very, very much just unsecure. And we're gonna have to see where that's gonna be. And it looks like it has to be probably around mid or B, because you're gonna have that market player just stuck between two mines.
That's, I mean, what are you going to, like, you can play, they're playing pretty split right now. I'd almost say
What's the
it's true. Wish. Okay, you're creating an abyss in my mind right now. You're trying to make me think about what to say next. All right, Tuzi though got caught. Tuzi got caught in a bit of a bind and gets taken down. Same with Croissant. And I would SETU, they have 0 chances in this pistol round.
Yeah, it feels like having a mid to B kind of split is going to be a huge kind of play right now, because you know, for the most part, they are most likely not going to be running 3 players that side. You cannot really leave someone on an island over towards A. So it's most likely going to be that kind of split unless they're going for some kind of stack play. So for now, that seems like that should be a huge opportunity, and they're going to pounce on it for this pistol round, getting themselves a 9th and setting themselves in a good position to push off and try to take this win really quickly.
I mean, the game plan should just be nice and simple. I mean, it was that round. Split B is fine, but I mean, you can just go, just like send it. Okay, the B stack. This is how you counter it. And they've guessed right.
B stack with a B stack.
Oh, they've
But-
made so much noise. Tuzi's spotted in mid. Awaken is somehow getting kills behind them, even though they know they're pushing out. Zone?
Spike down mid.
No way.
Zone classic connoisseur over here.
Tuzi's still alive here. Oh, he's gotten damage. Oh, there's little warning shots. And he's going straight out onto the side.
That was
Ambitious.
commitment there.
Ambitious for sure.
Yeah, weapon recovered over for zone. Still though, half HP, 1 versus 2. They do have a fault line online, but they would need to start it off, and it does not get anywhere there. The Ghost just gonna clean it up. 10-4 there, but I'm surprised. I think it was I was not happy with the play. I think trying to go for a push with just no weaponry at all was gonna end in disaster, but somehow they get 3 kills with classics on the flank. Still though, it's such an uphill battle even if they are able to get picks. 6-round differential, 10-4, but full rifles across the board for everyone in this game.
If there's any chance that SETU have to show that they can win rounds on defense, it would have to be this one.
One suppressed.
Oh, Zone trying to make a hero play. I mean, you have to. They have to try and get a cheeky pick. Flash out,
Yeah.
can't get anything for us. And now, I mean, 3 players are towards A now. I've seen some 3v5s be won, but not a lot of them. Someone starts it off nicely though. Wait.
What about 3v3?
Wait, keep giving me
keep-
more hope, Curse. Keep giving me more hope.
Keep breaking it down. They're gonna.
Spike planted.
The plant is gonna come in. There's gonna be some Russian shock darts lined up, and they're just gonna try to break through with some of this util here. But everyone's kind of torn between where exactly they should be checking. And it's gonna start off. That paranoia is actually gonna force them off. Seb pushing through, trying to get something here. Gets one, but Croissant and Tuzi, they finish it out. They take it over, and they're actually gonna be able to get this clean and simple there. Really good retake there. Just stopping every single kind of play going off around the tree garden area.
I SETU around on the board on defense. So can they do it? Can they do it again though? I mean, low weaponry for TCD here.
Yeah, looking to see what exactly they want to go in for the buy on. It's just going to be pistols, it looks like. Maybe a couple of upgraded items in there, but overall, you should have a huge advantage here. It's just about not giving away these picks, I think. Probably going to look for this kind of mid play. If you can try to, even if you just get a trade on mid, that would be huge here. But not going to actually be cooking for anything right now. The drone get a lot of info about where exactly these attackers are trying to play from. But they're just going to keep this space and try to utilize it right now.
I think they want to try bait out zone here. I mean, last time zone tried to flash themselves out and swung tree and got killed for us. So I think that's the reason TCD are playing so slow now. They want to try and make them go for that play again to get a free pick. Good stun. It's only going to stun one though. 2Z is aware of how many could be here in mid. They're investing so much util though and no swings.
Just going for the wild sprays. Awaken is going to be tested here.
Oh!
Double 1-2, tapping it away. Only going to get the 2 though, but still 3 versus 3 now, and they know exactly where this fight is going to come from. Tuzi trying to set up in a good position here, but now he's left alone here. Going to pick up the first. Kinosi going to get taken out here, deals the damage. Full util over here for Tuzi. Just a Marshall able to upgrade to a Vandal, but he knows exactly where it is. He knows the spike is down. It's just about who's going to take the fight, who's going to get the info here. And he knows exactly where it's going to be. That underhand needs to make work here. Jumping around the corner, cannot get it. Doesn't get a shot off, doesn't get anything. Tuzi finishes it out 1 versus 3 to take them to 6.
Uzi's living up to his name. He's gotten 2 rounds off the back of mainly just him in huge moments for SETU.
That was just... It looked so good for the defense there, and then it got twisted on its head, and Tuzi just used the get out of jail free card, completely played it through.
Off a jump. The jump around the corner is very ambitious.
Jumping Sheriff is definitely... If they shot in the air, I definitely would have hit it. It's one of those kind of games, you know. All elements of luck will just work out perfectly there, but the round is going to go over to SETU. Closing the gap a nice bit. They switched up the positions as well. Zone is now looking towards market, and Tuzi just gets taken out, but they were playing around short here. But going to get taken out here. Refrag comes in, but still huge advantage over towards TCD. Damage dealt.
Setting up now for Marcus pump, it looks like. And the B call is very good here. It's only zone in Marcus that they have to worry about, but they
heard
might have played themselves.
Yeah, it looks just like they're going to redirect a bit towards mid here, which is just going to be the lone defender here. Great position for a rotate here from Croissant though. And try to go for it. There is still also from the shadows, so possibility is once they do start to break out onto site, attempt to make it back, but Awaken gonna start off. They're just gonna get out a dodge. Stays alive, but Zone is gonna fall themselves. And now Paperclip, is he gonna try to break it through? And everyone falls on their team. Biggie-chan is just left alone here. That flank garners nothing. He has some great util, but alone, he can't just sit back. He has to take these fights. And they have to start off. That paranoia is going to reveal his location. Jen sits back, aims perfectly, triggers off Awaken. 1 versus 1, Sova v Sova. Neither of them ready to lose this out. Piggy John needs to hit the headshot instantly, but turns at the wrong time. Taken out by Croissant. And just cannot win it. Brings it so close, though. That paranoid headshot was so crisp. But the first kill was only the one he could get. 10-7 now. SETU somehow garnering hope in a situation like a 4v5 game.
TCD definitely gamed themselves that round. I don't know why they're pumping B and then walking back to A. Like, I'm pretty sure they definitely had they knew that somebody was market because zone flashed. And they knew there was somebody with them who probably went back towards spawn. I think it was Croissant. They just hit B there, and it would have been fine. But instead they decided, yeah, we're going to pump it and then go back. Okay, this is what you need to be seeing. Just the straight shot into B with this null command. Yeah, there you go.
On the side, and they're going to be able to take it out. Tuzi. It's going to be one to clear off a kill, but gets taken out in return. Awaken in zone. Should be able to at least have a nice bit of util to run with here. A lot of ways to destabilize the enemy, so if they can try to clear off some of these angles, try to play something here. Smokes in hand. Gonna have to go for this first pick. Awaken gonna start it off here. And now,
surprised they don't just tuck a little bit more there.
Yeah, especially with this Awaken. Still gonna keep taking the fights and try to get it here, but LeBron James gonna be the one to take it out. Zone spraying for his life, but cannot keep it going. Their round goes over to TCD here. Quell the round losses they've been getting. And now it's a huge opportunity here. Because they might have been winning the rounds, but SETU were not building up any sort of bank. So now it's going to have to be flying by the seat of their pants as they invest a little bit maybe and try to play for an OT is the best kind of action unless they want to go for some kind of force. But it's looking like Sheriffs across the board. And they're going to have to try to make a play here if they do want to try to prevent going up against that match point.
Okay, the mid start again. This time Croissant's playing towards market. Zone's in tree again. This push up from Tuzi. Oh, it's big. What a shot. And now Septic. Does he want to even go for this? Oh, here's the molly off. Really putting the pressure on still.
Here.
Yeah, the gun is not going to be recoverable, but turning this into a 4v4, that also gets the showstopper online, so good opportunity here. They're going to redirect this attack. They're going to try to pull it back, go towards A. But the longer they take, I think, you know, the more these Sheriffs can just tuck it back and try to play out some deep angles. Awaken, they've been having a stellar time over on the site, so if they can keep up some of these shots, if they can do something here, it could be absolutely huge. 35 seconds, they're going to pump it up and go straight for it. LeBron James trapped over here on the side, but spamming through. Going to try to get a wall bang here. It's not going to be the kill, but Croissant is going to get a 1-for-1 here. LeBron James pulls out the Blade Storm. They're going to try to get the plant here. Such a little amount of time here. 1-for-1. Instantly taken out. Tuzi pulls in through the side, trying to get any kind of damage, but just left alone now. Croissant taken out. Does a full util over here on the Raze. Needs to do something right now, and they're just going to try to stall for now. Zeb playing off some of this. We'll have knife in just a moment, so could actually mitigate all of this util. Just need to throw it. Actually misses the knife. That could be huge if it doesn't lead to anything. But that nade's going to force one of the players out. Everything that's being dropped here. Gonna have to do something. Sebian needs to hit the shots, but so far it is not going to be it.
Yeah, showstopper. Yeah, there you go.
Showstopper going to set the defuse. Just pulls it out, but it sticks it for a little bit too long there. I think, given the position,
Match point.
really just messed them up there. 12-7. TCD take that 3v3. Off the back of a half by, that's good, but they're at such a differential right now. They're at such a deficit that those need to be crossed over the line. Those need to be pushed through. Maybe in a different world with 5 players, this game would have been said and done. But SETU are just absolutely trying to claw their way back. And it
And
is
if
such
this
a
is what
struggle.
SETU is looking like on a 4v5, then I'm kind of scared for what's going to be like in the 5v5 next map.
Yeah, quite a push. Awaken already going to pick up the first, going to TP out. Stay alive. His position is given away, but going to just drop that smoke. It needs to just try to stick alive here. And he actually will. Not going to get anything garnered. The owl drone not going to give them any position to wallbang there. So just sitting back is going to work out for them. And this mid push, they've turned that A push, and they're going to try to just flip it around. But Croissant and Tuzi, they fall from 2 to 4. And it feels like it's just waiting on time until this round is going to go over to TCD, especially with Zone getting taken out. Just Awaken, he's picked up 2 so far this round. It needs to be all 5 if he's planning on any kind of redemption for his team.
I have Lockdown as well. I mean, this one's definitely wraps for Awaken. Let's hope the second bus arrived on time for the 5th SETU player, because they're going to have to pull their pants up if they want to win Bind.
Yeah, there's really nothing they can do, especially with how tucked there. If there was someone maybe taking a fight here, stupidly, you know, there could have been an opportunity. But they're all just playing so refined, so plain, so deep, trying to sit this out. And Awaken is forced off the angle, making some noise, so they know exactly where he is. They can triple up, they can double up, they can take him out. Piggy John gets the kill, 13-7. TCD win out the 5v4 after a little bit of scuff. They're still able to win it out and get themselves a win over on Ascent.
Yeah, I mean, TCD a little more labored than we thought it would be.
For sure. I think that defense was so much better than I expected it to be, for sure. I think they were playing so well off those picks. I think it's kind of that mental aspect of you don't really know how to play against a 4v5 from the get-go. Like, obviously if you get a pick, it's very different. You know, you can play off of how that affects in all the chaos. But when you're from the 4v5 from the start, it's like, what do? Do you just push 5 everywhere? Do you, like, you're at an advantage most likely wherever you go. It's just about winning all those fights out. So maybe it could have been something. But nonetheless, 13-7 is going to be what it wins it out here. And we're going to have our second map, I believe, with Bind in just a little bit. So I think we're going to take it to a short break. Hopefully we get a new name on the board, but we will see.
We'll see. So map 2 is going to be Bind. And we also say thank you for the sponsors. Thank you to KOKA, Ireland's tastiest noodle. It is. Thank you to Dogpatch and GG Machines, some of the people that helped make this all happen. Map 2 is going to be Bind. We will see you all then after the short break.